Hey everyone, come on in. I'm back for another review. I said I would be back in about a couple of hours, but I had to make sure I had, all my notes and everything gathered together because the last season finale of Power was everything. I mean, it was so many twists and turns. I was like, oh Lord, what's about to happen next? I mean, the suspense was unreal. I think this was probably the best episode of Power that I have seen thus far. So come on in so we can get right into this review. Make sure you click the like button on your way in and subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber. And of course, share. Spread the love. Show your girl some support. Like the video, subscribe, and share the video as well. So, what did you guys think about the episode? Please let me know what you think in the chat. Also, I have the number posted, 641-715-0872. Access code 434-478. So please let me know. Just hit me up in the chat if you want to call in and discuss the show live. We can do that if you want, but just call in and I'll activate the phone line so you can call in and we can discuss it, or you can just discuss it in the chat. Feel free to comment anything you want to say about the show or about the cast or anything. This show, it had opened up with Tommy. Now, Tommy, he had, in the past, had previously had, issues with, doing drugs and everything. And, that's not good business for one, because, I mean, come on, you're not supposed to get high on your own supply. But anyway, he was working through that and got better. So at the beginning, I was, surprised to see he was snorting cocaine. But, he's going through it right now. He just had to put his pops down in the last episode because, he thought he was going to snitch on him. And also, he's still reliving through the fact that he also had to put his, previous girlfriend down too, Holly. So, he's up there sniffing cocaine in the beginning of the show. Now, Angela and Ghost, they have this on and off again relationship. And lately they've been working together trying to cover up things along with Tasha and Tommy and Lakeisha, trying to cover up everything to keep them all from going down, for a conspiracy. He pops up into Angela's house and he still has a key to her house. I'm surprised, being that they're no longer together. I'm surprised he has a key to her house, but you know how women are. They let them keep that key. So just in case they want to slide back in there. But he's looking for her and everything because Proctor had told him, in the last episode, you need to watch your back. They're trying to get Angela to flip on you, to turn on you. So you need to watch your back and don't trust her. Look out for you and your family instead of trying to look out for Angela because she will flip on you. So he rushing over there, trying to confront Angela because he knows that there's a possibility she's working with the DA, but she's not there. Instead, she's being interrogated by Cooper, Tamika, John Mack, and the black cop. What's his name? Donovan. Because they got information that she's colluding with Ghost and them over the death of Mike Sandoval. And they trying to get her to turn on Ghost. And they also heard that she had, colluded with him to kill him because he had dirt on her. Angela, she's basically like, y'all ain't got no proof. Her lawyer's like, you don't have no proof. And if she did want to open up, then you need to let me know for sure that she is going to have some kind of immunity. Mac is like, at first, that's cool. But then Tamika, she's like, no, we can't do that. And so, we can probably get her a reduced sentence. But her lawyer's like, come on, Angela. If you know something, you gotta tell, because if you don't tell and you go down with them, you going to jail. What happens to cops in jail? I mean, she's a fed too. She done brought down a lot of people and probably drug dealers, murderers, and everything. She wouldn't last in there no time. So he's pleading with her. If you know anything, please tell. I need to give me 24 hours, for me to think about it. Terry Silver, where the heck he been? He pops up out the blue. Like, literally out the blue. I'm thinking this man is 1,000 miles away because Ghost had threatened him, and he pops in on Tasha at the hotel, approaching her to apologize, basically, trying to get a reason why he left and telling her, what happened. Ghost had threatened to expose him, and she left. He left, but she wasn't trying to hear it. She's still pissed off. You left me. You broke my heart. Basically, she dismisses him. Excuse me, and walks off and leaves him sitting right there. Um, Keisha, she goes over Tommy's house because last episode, her and Tommy had dinner with his pops and his mom, and I'm sorry, his wife, and she was under the assumption that they was good. But she's been calling him and calling him and calling him. He ain't been answering the phone. And the last thing she knew, they was at a, dinner with his parents, eating and chopping it up. And he calling her, this my babe, this my girl, this my girlfriend, and everything. And she's like kind of confused, like, why you not answering the phone? He's up there like, you know what? I'm sorry, but I understand you angry and everything, but I just need to be left alone. She gets mad because he won't explain what's going on. He abruptly, puts her out, cusses her out. She cusses him out and he leaves. Ghost. Now, Angela, she needs 24 hours. So she, in that meantime, she has to come up with a plan. She calls Tasha. Tasha hits up Ghost, tells him Tommy's going to swing through and pick him up. They all need to have a meeting. Ghost picks up Tommy, and Tommy, unusually quiet. And Ghost knows something is up, and though he tries to, not go into details, he eventually tells him, man, I had to, put my pops down. He was right. He was a snitch. Ghost knows all along what happened. He the one who hit up Vincent to hit up Tommy to tell him that his dad was a snitch and that his dad was going to flip on him. And Vincent wanted Tommy to put his dad down. And so that's why Vincent told him, you need to handle this, because if you don't handle it, then you're going to end up in jail or you're going to end up dead. Either way, you better handle it because you're going to end up dead. So Tommy did what he had to do. And he, offed his dad. And that's why in the beginning of the episode, he's still torn up about it and snorting cocaine and everything. Angela, she's trying to come up with this plan so that they all can get off from this conspiracy and this Rico. So she meets up with all of them in Tommy's old school, and she has, a board up there, an easel board up there, and she's, writing down everything, telling them what the connection is, what they have on her, what they have on you, what they have on him, and, mainly what they have on her as well. And she tells them that they need to, contact people who they might try to flip on them. One of them, Keisha, of course, because Keisha, has been helping Tasha by giving her false alibis like 3,000 times. Keisha is always coming through, the faithful friend, always coming through. She also was letting her run money through her shop, laundering money through her hair salon. And so one of them is hurt. Another one, they need to get with somebody needs to handle Dre. And they're like, you know what? Okay, we got this. We got this under control. We need to do this because otherwise, if one go down, we potentially all could go down if anybody flips. The feds are pursuing a RICO case. But basically they need to prove that, that there was a series of crimes that each of them committed, to form the RICO case. Afterwards, though, mind you, Proctor had told Ghost, do not trust Angela. She could potentially flip on you. You know what? Look out for your family. Look out for your son. The only son you have left, by the way. And, don't let Angela get to you. He's sitting there talking to Angela. Proctor told me this, that, and the third. I don't know if I can trust you. But she insists, everything I've done for y'all, and you cannot trust me. She done put her job on the line time and time and time and time again. Done help them, basically get the cops off of Tyreek so they wouldn't know he was the one who really murdered Tyreek. Done help them so Ghost didn't have to take the rap. Tasha didn't have to take the rap. Covered up the murder of Ray Ray. But, Proctor is still like, you know what? You shouldn't trust her. So Ghost had to approach her about it. And she lets him know that she can still be trusted. But I still think Ghost was a little bit unsure at that time. And then the feds, back at the bureau, they're still discussing the case, and they're trying to see if they can get Keisha to flip. Because for one, they're like, Tasha, she was an accountant. She went to college for accounting. So maybe she was working with Keisha, or Keisha was working with her to clean some money through her business, through Keisha's salon. So they're going to try to get to Keisha. And Dre, Dre is ruthless. I think the character that I do not like the most in this show is Dre. Even though, I mean, out of all the characters, even, what's his name? 50. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But he killed his son. He killed his son. He took Tyreek under his arms, turned him against his father. Still, Dre, I think he's the one that I don't like the most. But anyway, he's up at his house, or at his baby mama house, and they getting it on, he, getting it in and everything. And these guys, they just bust through the house and start shooting at him. And he, he's under attack. She takes off and runs off. He ends up, getting to his gun. Thankfully, manages to blast on both of them. But when he pulls out the card out of one of their pockets and realizes the card came from Alicia, remember the sister of the guy whose head was delivered in a box. She still thinks that Dre is responsible for her brother being murdered. So he knows now that Alicia is after him. And Alicia is locked up, but you know how those cartel members are? I mean, they can be locked up, they can be doing life, they can be death. But they have a long reach. Their arms can reach really far. So, she reached out to some people and they're after him. He, of course, gets scared and he decides to contact Angela. Tasha and Keisha. Tasha goes to visit Keisha because she's like, okay, I'm going to talk to Keisha. I'm going to handle her, get to her, make sure that she keeps, to her commitment and tells the police nothing and sticks to her alibi and also doesn't let them flip her. So she's visiting Tasha and she's letting her know, what's going on. I'm sorry, visiting Keisha. Keisha, she's still pissed off because her and Tommy just got into it. He basically kicked her out of her house. She don't understand. They've been together, making love, just having sex, doing all this girlfriend, boyfriend stuff, eating dinner with his folks. And so she's still reeling off of that. Tasha comes in. Keisha, I need to make sure that you still gonna, be there for me, and you still gonna, keep your promise to, have our back and everything. She blows up because Tasha, she's always out for herself. She's always looking out for herself. She don't really seem to care at all about Keisha or Keisha's feelings or Keisha's business or, her sanity. Keisha's going crazy because she knows that she can face some big time in jail if she gets caught in this conspiracy. Tasha, she plays off the guilt trip. I'm sorry. It's, my daughter, Raina, I'm just taking it so hard. It's so hard. And I'm just not myself anymore. And Keisha, a true friend, grabs her, hugs her. I apologize. I'm sorry this happened to you. Tasha just sitting there looking like, I got her. And then right after that, so you're not going to flip, right? You're not going to change your story, right? Keisha gets so mad. She turns around and does what Tommy does to her and kick her butt smooth out of her house. But Tasha's like, before I go, I just want to let you know that if we go down, you go down. Keisha's like, is that a threat? Bye, Felicia. Get out of my house and don't come back. And at that time, I'm thinking, is she going to snitch? Is she going to let him know or not? Because she is pissed. Tasha ain't being no kind of friend to her. And she has a child. Tasha don't care nothing about her child. Tasha done already lost a child. Tasha's trying to stay on these streets and keep her life the way it is going right now. And, you know, protect her and her son and her family, but not really caring about Keisha and her family. And obviously didn't care when she kept trying to run money through her shop. So, you know what? After this whole thing is over with, if I was Keisha, I'd be done with her. Shoot, I've been moved out of town and checked out. But, Dre, back to Dre. After his butt almost got murdered while bumping around with his girlfriend, or his, I should say, baby mama, because that's not his girlfriend. He goes visit Angela, and he wants protection. He wants it ASAP. She agrees, but on another condition, that he basically help pin Alicia for the murders of the Lobos and the Sandoval murders. At first he's like, nah, I already agreed to this. Now you want me to agree to this condition too? And she's like, okay, whatever, you know, that's your life. Of course, he don't want to get murdered by Alicia's gunman, so he's like, okay, cool, I'll be a snitch. Even though he would be lying, but he's going to snitch anyway on Alicia. And I guess he's going to think that he'll be off. After he does that, he'll be safe. They're going to put him, you know, in protective custody. So I guess he thinks he's going to be safe. I don't know all about that. We shall see. And then she's like, well, who all need protection? This is why I don't like him. This is why he is the most one that I don't like on this show. He's like my daughter. And that's it. And she's like, well, what about her mom? I don't need her. I'm just looking out for my daughter. I don't need her. I don't need her mama. I'm like, are you kidding me? You throw your baby mama, your daughter's mama, under the bus. She can get murdered. That's fine. I just want my daughter. That's why I say this, man, he is ruthless times 10. But Angela, she's like, okay, you know, she's appalled. She's stunned, but she's like, okay, whatever. You know, we'll look out for you and your daughter. And then Ghost. Ghost. He don't know basically who he can trust anymore. He don't know if he can trust Proctor. He don't know if he can trust Angela. Proctor pops back up, you know, claims he has to talk to him again. And immediately Ghost is under suspicion. Dude, you need to take your shirt off, lift it on up, and show me that you're not wired. Proctor is like, you know, that was just a one-time thing. You can trust me. I'm here for you. I'm on your side. I'm protecting you. But Ghost ain't stupid. He's going to be precautious and, you know, make him prove that he's not wearing a wire anyway, which he does and he's not. Because I was kind of suspicious too. I was like, okay, is he really helping Ghost out, or is he back to, you know, try to frame him? But anyway, Proctor, he's still on his side. But he basically tells Ghost that he needs to make a decision. You didn't choose Angela before, even though I told you that Angela, you know, they're trying to get her to flip on you about the Lobos and Sandoval murders. And he basically reminds Proctor, you know what? You're involved in this too. Even though we all colluded together, you're involved in this too. And Proctor is like, but Silver has been talking to Mac and Sack. So, you know, what is we going to do now? You need to flip on them. You need to flip on Tommy or Angela. Pick which one. It doesn't matter. But Ghost, he's a real G. He's from the streets. He's not like anybody else. He's not like Dre. So he's not snitching. He's not going to flip. And basically, they're going to try to come up with another plan. Tate. Now, Tate, although they try to get him not to run, the DAs try to get him not to run, try to scare him off. We got dirt on you. We know you shady. You got shady dealings. We did research on Ghost, his business, his money, your money. If you don't want to get involved with this conspiracy and this racketeering, money laundering, and this RICO, we suggest you not to run. And I think it was he running for mayor or I think governor, running for governor. And so he gets scared off. He gets scared off. He tells him no. But then when Ghost and Tasha show up later at the where they're supposed to be doing the commiseration for her daughter, the ceremony and everything for Raina, the Queen's project, for the hood, for the projects. He show up and he tells them, Ghost, they got this on me. They said I can't do it. I can't run. And, they're going to try to, pin me with you guys and try to loop it all together. And Ghost, as he always does, Ghost is very convincing and he talks him out of doing it. He manages to change Tate's mind and tells him to announce your candidacy and I will make sure that nothing happens to you. But Ghost basically manages to get to him and I'm like, is he really protecting him? Or is he really just looking out for the best interest of Raina? I'm not sure at this point, and they really didn't get back to it, so I don't know if he was doing this really for the sake of Tate and, for the sake of his daughter, or was he just lying to Tate and pretending like he was going to protect him? But he agrees. So I think he agreed mainly because he wants to keep up with his shady dealings. He's already shady. Once he becomes governor, ain't no telling what else he might get involved in. Now, after he makes his announcement, who do we see in the audience? Maria. Like, where did she come from? Maria Suarez? Now, remember, Maria, she's the girl that was kidnapped by Ghost. Her and her boyfriend was both kidnapped by Ghost. And he tied them up. He ended up offing her boyfriend. And he let her go. He told her, basically, you wasn't here. You didn't see nothing. Basically threatened her, made her know that I'm letting you go. But you better keep your mouth shut. She instead runs to the police and claims she knows who killed him because they were blindfolded, remember? And they was like, well, we can't really say that it was Ghost, although she heard his voice when he was on a TV appearance. And she didn't see him, but that voice. And they was trying to use her. She was trying to use that as saying, this person, that's Ghost. That's who killed my men. They didn't believe her. Well, not saying they didn't believe her, but they couldn't use that. It wasn't enough to take, to court. So anyway, they had to let it go. Now, I was surprised to see her show up though, but she's sitting there, she's in tears, and I'm like, why is she back? She is back for a reason. I'm thinking something's about to go down. Ghost and Tasha, they get into it because Ghost thinks that Tasha knew Silver was back because Silver had left. Ghost threatened him. Silver, I don't know if he left town or if he just stopped messing with, Tasha like Ghost wanted. But anyway, he was like, why you didn't tell me that he was back? She lies. These people lie to each other all the time. They working with together, but they always lying to each other. I don't get it. I don't see how any of them can trust each other. Angela, Tasha, Tommy, Ghost, Keisha. Keisha's the only one that I think is not lying to anybody about anything. She's just lying to the DA with her alibi. But she lies. And he's like, you know what? I didn't know he was here to just now. And I don't think he believed her or anything, but he tells her, to stay away from him. I think he's working with the feds and you need to stay away from him. But he didn't listen to Proctor when Proctor told him that Angela is working with the feds. What gives? I think that was just out of jealousy. On top of he thinks he's working with the feds and trying to flip on them. But Keisha, now she's pissed. Tommy done put her out, but still she goes back over his house because she needs to talk to him. She was approached by one of the detectives or one of the attorneys, the DAs, and they trying to convince her to make Tommy flip on Ghost. and they're telling her Tommy's dad was killed by Ghost. That's reason enough right there for Tommy to flip on Ghost. So she takes that information, brings them bones back to Tommy. Tommy, of course, knows he didn't kill him. He killed his dad. He killed his own dad. But he don't want to tell Keisha that. Not right there. He don't want to tell Keisha that. And she's trying to convince him, you know what? Turn him in. You know, we can leave. We can start a new life together. You told me you wanted to be with me. And once this is over, you know, we can start a life together. But he insists that he's not, you know, that Ghost didn't kill him and everything. And Keisha is like, you know, if we all go down, I'm gonna lose my child. They're threatening me that I can go to jail. You know, they're gonna bring the social services in and they can take my baby. Tommy, he don't know if he can trust Keisha or not. He grabs his gun. I thought this was the end for Keisha. He grabs his gun from under the couch, cocks it back while she running her mouth. She didn't even hear it get cocked. And I'm like, how she didn't hear that snap? But he grabs the gun and he's like talking to her, trying to bait her, trying to see if she's really going to, you know, flip or not, or, you know, talk to the DA and them. And he's like, basically, you know, you're gonna stay with us? Are you gonna stay with our team? Are you gonna let me protect you? You know, I promise, won't nothing happen to you, won't nothing happen to your son. If she did not give the right answer, I'm sure her blood would have been all over that couch and all over his apartment, because he has no problem, as we already have seen, taking out people that he cares about. But she gives him the right answer. She makes the right choice. And for now, her life is saved. Now, Dre. This was really slick, Tommy. This was good thinking. Him and Angela conspired this together. And at first I was like, hold up, what happened? I'm a little confused here. Dre, he goes to the spot looking to meet up Angela. He got a text from her, you know, hook up, because she's supposed to be protecting him and giving him protective, you know, putting him in protective custody. And he goes to hook up with her. She's not there. He trying to contact her. She's not answering. Next thing you know, he's under attack again. And people are shooting at him. And he's shooting back, you know, trying to get away and everything. And he manages to get away after he gets shot. That black van pulls up, and I'm thinking automatically they with Tommy and them, because 2-Bit, he was there, Tommy was there. 2-Bit was there because of the fact that he found out that Dre, you know, was the one that killed his homeboy, and that he really was not out of town. Like Dre had told him that he had left town because he had been caught up in something and he was trying to lay low. So that's the whole reason why he helped set him up as well with Tommy. And then when the van comes, they open the door and they're like, get in. You know, get in. This is the only way you can save your life. If you want to live, get in. And he got in the van. And then the phone rings and it's like, Angela. The text messages were received from Angela and sent from Angela. That's when I realized Tommy, he had her phone, because remember, Angela had said earlier, you need to get Dre. You need to get Dre. We need to come up with a plan to get Dre. But what I don't understand, and y'all fill me in if y'all understand, is why he did not why he let Dre get away. Because I thought the whole plan was to kill Dre. So I'm not totally sure. I know Dre is supposed to snitch and say that Alicia killed Lobos and the other dude. But at this point, I was confused, because I'm like, hold on. If he dies, though, they'll still get to move the product, because that's what Tommy told his men, Dre's guys. You guys want to make money, right? So what does it matter if he's dead or if he's alive, or what does it matter? He's about to go away. But the thing is, Dre, I think he plans on going away, getting protective custody, and then I think he plans on coming back eventually because that's what he told 2-Bit, that he was going to come back after everything dies down, and that's why he asked him for all that money so he can relocate. But 2-Bit has something else in mind. So y'all help me out here. Let me know what y'all think about that whole scene right there. But then he drives off and takes him back. And they say he in here, he didn't sign the paper. He's going to do the deal and he's going to, snitch, go to court or whatnot. I don't know if he's even going to make it to court because Alicia's henchman is after him. But the way the show ends, I guess we won't find that out till season 6. So this what happens next. Sax comes over Tommy's house. Him and Keisha, I guess they done made up. I guess he decides he can trust her. He didn't pop her. He didn't put one in her skull. And they sitting around chilling like ain't nothing happened, watching a movie. And Sax, he comes over Tommy's house and explains to him basically that Ghost killed his father. And they said the reason why was because of this tape recording. And it proves that he was not going to snitch on Tommy. He told him, I can't snitch on my son. But what I will do is snitch on Ghost. Tommy was up there like, he played it off good. Poker face all day. He played it off good. He was like, oh, well, you know what? Teresi, even though that's his dad, he calls him Teresi. Teresi, he was a snitch. That's what he get. If he's dead, oh well, that's what he get. Snitches get stitches, no other explanation needed. But when he left, he gave Tommy the tape and he left. Tommy just broke down. He just broke down because he knew that because of Ghost, his father was dead. And Ghost had to know because him and Angela had hooked up together. Ghost had to know what was going down and the reason. So now he's back again. He don't know who to trust. He don't know if he should trust Ghost because of Angela. And now he's thinking they are working together against him because of the fact that he told Vincent to make Tommy, to pressure Tommy to kill his pops, to kill Teresi. So Keisha, I'm sorry. It's funny because at first Keisha was like, you need to leave. You need to flip on them. You need to do this, that, and the third. I'm going to lose my baby and I'm going to go to jail and for, conspiracy and all this. But then when he says, I got some business to handle, and she already knows, she didn't realize he was the one who killed his own dad. And she also realized what he's about to go do to Ghost. And she's like, oh, it's cool. I understand. Go handle your business. I'll be right here. I'll be right here waiting. So I'm like, how you hypocrite? First, you don't want him doing any crimes, and you want him to flip, and you want him, and then you okay for him to go out there and commit another murder that y'all all could be involved. I don't know. I don't know anything for a man. Anything for a man. But he tells her that he got to go find Ghost, and she says she's understands. She'll be right there. Tommy and Tasha. Now Tasha, she goes over to Angela's house because she wants to know if Ghost knew that Silver was back because of her. Angela denies it. She's saying that she didn't talk to Ghost since that morning, but Tasha don't believe her. She, on the sneak, unlocks the door that Angela had locked once she got in there and unlocked the door. Tommy, he starts creeping in, and when he had that gun, just like with Keisha, I thought Angela was out of here. Bye-bye. I just knew he was going to kill her. The way he was walking up to her and put that gun in front of her face. But she was able to convince them, as far as the photos, she was telling them about the photos and telling them about, Teresi and how everything went down. And she started freaking out and just trying to save her own life. And she said that she can prove that, Teresi was he was actually snitching because of the photos. The photos was on Sack's desk, and basically, if he don't get these photos back, it's going to trace everything back to him. So Tommy is like, okay, I got to get these photos back to him, but he still wants to shoot her. But Tasha saved her life. Not now, Tommy. Not now. Just let her go for right now. Tommy, he wants his revenge though, because he's still convinced that Angela and Ghost is working together on protecting themselves. I mean, if I were him, I would feel the same way too, because of the situation with his pop. So I don't blame him for thinking that they are conspiring against him and Tasha. Now Angela, sorry, my son just walked in the house. I heard the door open. Angela, she's at her place and she's talking to her lawyer, and her lawyer tells her that Maria Suarez has all of a sudden came back and agrees to testify. That's why she was at the commemoration. That's why she was there. I think because of the fact that she knows Ghost is about to get his. Me personally, I wouldn't have showed up. I wouldn't have let Ghost see no eyes on me. I would have been like, making him think I'm somewhere hiding under a rock still, because he gave you a chance. He let you go, and now she's willing to snitch. Now my thing is, Proctor, I didn't quite catch. Y'all let me know. Sometimes I miss stuff. But I didn't quite catch where he or how he found out that there was a woman that was going to testify, because he went to Ghost and told him again that he had heard that there was a lady that was going to testify, and he thinks it's Angela. So Ghost, now he thinking, okay, it's true. Angela is going to flip on us. She is going to, even though after all she said that, she got his back, all the things that she had done for him and his family and saving Tyreek and all this from them going to jail, he's convinced now, okay, Angela, she's going to flip on me. So how is he going to handle that situation? Ghost and Angela, he meets her back at the high school, where they had the meeting with Tommy and Tasha. And they're going back and forth because neither one of them believes the other one. And he don't trust her. She don't trust him. And when she asks him about Silver, are you the reason why Silver is missing? Because can't nobody locate him. And mind you, Silver would have been he didn't have to testify in the end, because Dre said he signed the papers and he said that he would do it. So therefore, like Silver's attorney said, plus besides that, how could any of his clients ever trust him after that if he was to testify? So thank God Dre was there to, convince them that Alicia was the one who conspired those murders. But he tells her, no, I have nothing to do with it. She gets a text. That text, I'm sure, it didn't show what the text said, but I'm sure it said he was murdered. Ghost ends up lying, telling her he didn't have anything to do with him missing. He didn't kill him or anything. And next thing you know, she wants to believe him, but she don't believe him. And I'm like, where the hell is Silver at? Where is he at? And then they show that flashback of Ghost when he was lurking around the corner, watching him and Tasha get it on her truck. And then after Tasha drove off, he snuck up on Silver when he was getting in his own vehicle, grabbed him, choked him out, killed him. I don't know if he broke his neck or something, but I know he's dead. He's dead. And they show that flashback. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Did he really kill him because he thought he was going to flip? Or do you think he really killed him because he saw him with Tasha? Even though Tasha was committing adultery, she was sleeping with him, but Ghost ain't got no room. He ain't got no room. Two wrongs don't make it right. But like I said before, my last video about this show, if Ghost was given the opportunity, he would go right to Angela and be with Angela and not Tasha, and just be paying her some child support and alimony if he had the choice. So I think he probably killed him more of jealousy, but y'all let me know what y'all think. While he's having this flashback, Now who's lurking in the corner? Uh, I was surprised to see Tommy there. Like, I know he was looking for ghosts, but first of all, how the heck he know they was there? I don't know. I don't even think they showed that part. But anyway, Tommy starts creeping in the building with his gun out, and he's aiming and everything, and I'm thinking, is he about to kill Ghost? Like, for real, he's about to kill Ghost? And then Ghost flips because they're kissing, and Ghost flips and Angela, and he ends up shooting Angela right in the chest. Right in the chest. Poor Angela. Poor Angela. I don't know if Angela's dead. I don't know if we're going to see Angela again. I don't know if we're going to end up at her funeral next season. And Ghost is going to be in distress. And he is going to take off after Tommy. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode. That was, man, like I said, this episode was everything. It was lots of surprises, lots of suspense. I didn't know what was going to happen next with who, but I still got some questions. Like, and I'm sure they won't be answered till the next season. But one of my questions is, where the heck was Tyreek? Where was he at? Because he didn't go back to Choate. He went, remember, he had went and got some fake ID. He had went and got some drugs. No, he told Vincent that he wanted to deal those drugs that was left behind after 50. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, the character name. I can't remember, but y'all know who I'm talking about. It'll come to me. But he wanted to deal those drugs. So I know he was supposed to be dealing those drugs at college. So I wonder, was he still in college slanging? I don't know. And then on top of that, what do you think is going to happen with Proctor? It's a few questions I have out there. What do you think is going to happen with Proctor? Do you think that he is going to be involved in all this? Do you think he's going to get off on all this because of the conspiracy or everything? He had just got his lawyer license back. I don't know about that. Do you think they made the right choice in leaving Dre alive? Or do you think that was a bad decision? Even though he's going to try to snitch on Alicia. I personally think Dre is going to end up dead. And it's not going to take long. I really think he's going to end up dead. I don't think he's going to make it to witness protection. That's just how I feel. And of course, do you think Angela is going to survive? Or do you think she's going to die? And do you think Ghost will avenge her death? Because he still loves her. He's screaming out her name at the end of the show, and I'm like, he's screaming out her name like he done killed his soulmate. So I don't know. Y'all let me know. Let me know what y'all thought about this show. Let me know what your reactions were, what your most shocking moments were, what you think might happen, mainly in the beginning of season 6. Let me know who you think we're going to see, and let me know who you think we won't see. Put it all in the chat. And again, if you did not like this video on the way in, please make sure you like this video on the way out. Click the like button. Make sure you share the video. Share it with your friends on all your social media. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button, subscribe, and hit me up in the chats. Let me know you was here. Show me some support. But until the next time I see you guys, as usual, Primetime Squad, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out.